Hello, everybody. We are back at you again from the R.E.A.L podcast. I'm Charity Morris.
And I am Michelle Thayer.
And our passion is
helping you find your way home.
So why not let love guide you?
And speaking of love, you got your little red pillow here.
The little red pillow on this big beautiful red couch.
Take notice of big red couch. There will be a test later.
There will be a test, and you'll see it in many more videos to come. We are sure of it. So, Miss Michelle.
Miss Charity, how you doing?
Today, I am wonderful.
Okay,
how are you?
I'm good.
Once we found where we had to go, we were good, right? It took us a little while.
That's one of the perils of real estate is especially, so we'll tell you we are honored by our broker.
Yes, our lovely broker.
We are in one of Janice's listings, Waterfront listing condo in Clay Township. Beautiful, beautiful place. We'll tell you more about it in a little bit. But the perils of trying to find a condo.
Because the GPS is saying you have arrived, and you're like, where?
Where?
Seems like you already know where.
Right, or your destination will be on the left.
Yeah.
On the left is like a big field.
Yeah.
I'm like,
there is no left to turn. You just kind of pull up to it. But we made it.
We did.
Nonetheless, we're here.
We're here.
We're ready.
Yep.
Weird as usual. Ready to go. That's what we do.
Always something. Always something. So, as we said, we are here in this beautiful waterfront condo. And so we are in the wonderful, beautiful state of Michigan. I love Michigan.
I love Michigan too. I have not had the opportunity to travel a lot of other places, but based on the few that I have gone to, Michigan is truly like the most pretty place to be. It really is. And with the waterfront, like you were saying, we're on a waterfront condo right now, which is amazing. We get to check out all of those views.
Yep.
But Michigan in general, as we know, has the longest coastline.
The most fresh water.
Yep. And you're never outside of 6 miles, I think we were corrected on, from a local water source.
From a local, yep. There's
so
you can't throw a stone without hitting water someplace.
No, you
Michigan
cannot.
Just in general is great because you have waterfront, you have woods, there's something for everybody. It really is a sports person's paradise.
And you get all of the seasons here in Michigan, you know.
Well, you know what? At least the weather's turned.
Oh, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh, God, I was...
Finally, sweater weather. Sweater weather.
It's about time.
It's about time.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Finally, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Not everywhere, a lot of times my husband's from California, so in their winter they get like a yucky kind of rainy season, but it's not like the full 4 seasons that we get here in Michigan. They're very distinct.
Yes.
You know when it's winter time.
And sometimes they're all in one day.
Sometimes they it's very distinct all within 24 hours.
Exactly. If you wear a sweater and boots in the morning and shorts in the afternoon, you may be from Michigan.
Yeah, probably. As I showed up today with a winter hat on, but I'm wearing tennis shoes and leggings and just a sweatshirt. No jacket required. But
I was saying to my granddaughter the other day, because you see people there in hoodies and sweatshirts and shorts and sandals or boots. It's like, you're from Michigan.
You're
it's
from
fine.
Michigan.
It's allowed. You're from Michigan. Exactly.
That is a normal viewpoint for here in Michigan.
Right.
I'm eccentric.
Speaking of Michigan, another things that allow for all of these different seasons, or what's allowed in all of these different seasons, is all the different sporting things that you can do.
Right.
You have fishing other places, but do you get ice fishing time?
Hey, Mark. Oh, he's off.
Like you do here,
Right, exactly.
somewhere like this condo, when the water freezes over on Lake St. Clair, you can walk right out there, dig yourself a hole in the ice, and
actually, you don't dig it, you break it.
well, you break it, yeah. You can tell I haven't been ice fishing in a very long time.
Right.
I went when I was younger. I used to go with some of my uncles. We would go out on Lake St. Clair.
Okay.
And we'd have the big tent that sat over us. And I always thought it was so cool because there's just this hole in the middle of the ice. You're not falling through or anything because it's a solid piece of chunk,
It's a thing.
But you can literally see all the fishes swimming down there. It was always a fun experience.
Michigan is just awesome. It really is. Waterfront property is definitely its own animal.
Absolutely.
It is definitely its own animal. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the different things that you can expect or that you should look out for or understand. And if you're interested in waterfront property, we have got the waterfront experts at JD and Associates.
We absolutely do.
Shameless plug for JD and Associates. Yes, you're welcome, boss. I'll take my extra off the top of my next commission. That's fine.
I think Janice will like that little.
I know
shameless
Sam's
plug
going to
there.
be like, I don't think so.
We'll just plug them anyway.
Exactly.
Why not?
So yeah. So anyway, so talking about waterfront property, different things that you got to look for and you got to talk about with your, and it's all about knowing the right people, or
Are you in the mafia?
making
Right.
sure you get in touch with the right people that know their business, that know what they're doing.
Which is why we did do that little shameless plug. We're not doing it just because we're from JD and Associates, because Michelle and I are not the waterfront experts over here.
No.
But we do have really great people, with our broker being included in that this is their specialty.
Right.
They've known it. They live on the water themselves. So they know all of these things. They're experienced and to be able to be giving you the correct information.
Right.
Don't be hating.
And I think that's the biggest thing is you can't be an expert on everything.
No.
Everyone has their, gotta not clap because I'm going to get in trouble. No clapping.
She's going to get in big trouble,
Gonna get
guys.
in big trouble, exactly. No clapping.
I don't like it.
Say
But
it in your inside voice.
You did. Inside voices. You don't have to know everything.
No.
And nor should you try and know everything,
Is
in my
that even
opinion.
possible? I feel
don't
like
know.
it would drive me
It
crazy.
would.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
It would.
There's
You don't-
times where I try to do all
All
the
the
things,
things.
like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can create this. Oh, I can create that. Before you know it, I'm laid out on my bed at 9 o'clock at night, just exhausted.
You know what? I can't do it.
And got nothing done.
And I got nothing done.
Nothing
Because
done.
I can't spread myself that thin.
Yes.
You don't have to be an expert in everything, and I'm talking to myself.
Right, but the key is knowing the right people and
Yes.
having the resources. And I think that boils down to the biggest thing that we want to make sure that people understand is having the connections for the right resources. We're part of the Anchor Bay Chamber, which networks with other chambers and other business people and other resources. So when you need a painter, when you need a waterfront insurance specialist, when you need a waterfront realtor, when you need a veteran realtor, hi,
Yeah,
there you go. If you need a little grace, there you go, Miss
Here I
Charity.
am.
And
Little guidance.
exactly, knowing who you need to talk to,
Right.
finding those people. I think that's the most important thing, because I am never going to claim that I know everything,
That's not true.
except when I'm talking to my children, that I know everything.
Go. The truth, go.
Then we have to know everything because we're legally responsible to
Well,
know
mine
everything.
are grown, so but I still know
Well, I'm
everything.
still legally responsible for mine, so they have to think I know
Exactly.
everything.
So knowing the right people and knowing the right questions to ask, and that there are questions to ask.
Right,
is
and
the
the
big thing.
fact that, like we're saying right now, we're not the experts in it, but you can still come to Michelle or I for that, because we do know the right people, that even if you do hire us as your listing agent, or you're looking to buy a waterfront property, we can still be utilized because we do have the right people to reach out to make sure we're giving you the correct information
And
about
that-
what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All I want to know is who's coming? Who's coming? Who's coming with me?
And that you're getting the best representation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because some of the things that you're going to have to think about and talk about is when you're on the waterfront, whether you're be on a canal or you're on the lake, there's a lot of different things.
You've got your riparian
you've got your
rights
reparations,
and
you've got, well, first of all, let's talk about homeowners insurance, because homeowners insurance for waterfront is totally different.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're insuring different things.
Yep.
You have to start talking about flood insurance, because a standard homeowners insurance does not have flood insurance.
And that isn't like readily advertised in Michigan because flood insurance isn't needed. We're not below the flood plains in a regular situation.
Right, it
And,
just
you know,
depends
without
where-
waterfront.
right, usually
But once
depends where
you're in
you are.
waterfront property, I mean, you never know that water comes up over that floodplain, then Yeah, you could be in some serious problems.
Yeah, so you need to be talking to people who know about flood insurance. You need to find out if the property that you're on, that you're looking at buying, is it going to require flood insurance?
Yeah.
And that's on top of your normal homeowner's insurance.
Right.
And it all covers different things.
And in this situation, like we've mentioned, we're in a condo, so there are HOA fees and things of that. HOA in general that has rules and regulations.
Yep, so that's going to take care of your exterior maintenance for the most part, but if you're buying a house on the waterfront, you're going to be responsible for all of those things. So there's the differences between the condos and a single family home.
Right.
You're going to have different maintenance. You know, now maybe you have a dock, so you have a dock to maintain, maybe a lift to maintain. You've got a boat out there possibly.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat. I'm on a boat.
Maybe you've got a beach, so your homeowner's insurance, you may need different types of things to cover you for damages or liability for different
And I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about any of the insurance. Like we have always said, we stay all the way in our lane.
All the way in our lane.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Our realtors, but we are going to give you all of the proper information and connect you with the right people.
Yep.
Because we want to make sure that our people are being guided appropriately. And the only way to do that is to give them the experts.
Give them the experts.
The contacts that we created and found, you know?
Yes. So when you're looking at waterfront real estate, you need to think about what types of things you want to be doing. If you are a boater and you're not into that winter thing, that winter stuff, you know, so maybe a canal or the lakefront is something for you.
Well, yeah, because you're not really in your house very often, so it might not really matter. You might not really be concerned about the waterfront for the view, you know, whereas if you're buying a house on a beach, it might be because you want the view of the water.
Yep.
But if you're just looking to get out in your boat, a canal could be an excellent opportunity.
Yep.
And
then maybe a little less stuff for you on one end.
Right.
And then when you are on a canal and you have a dock and things like that, you have to think about a seawall maintenance, regular dock inspections. Your boat lift and those types of scenarios. If it is not a condo and it's a single family home, you have your exterior. You're on the water. You're on the water. It's cold.
Yeah.
It's icy. You know, there's a lot more coming up.
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly. More exterior maintenance, potential algae and other water related things. So it's definitely its whole, like I said, its own animal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. So what is your favorite thing that you do in Michigan that is like, you know, like you take your family out or the beach?
I love the water. I don't know that I would want to live on the water here in Michigan because like you were just saying, it does get icy and cold and I like to be nice and cozy in my space. Plus I have a lot of animals. And my two big dogs would not like, you know, being like right on a canal or something. They need a little bit of space to move around. But the beach is my favorite thing. I think every single summer we end up at least 3 to 4 different beaches because, like we said, there's like one every 6 miles. So
I like to go to the different lake beaches, like along Lake Huron or up north and Superior and all of that. We have the most wonderful Great Lakes.
Those are all Great Lakes, but there's 11,000 inland lakes here in Michigan. So I go to I really love Lake Superior is the biggest lake. First of all, biggest freshwater lake in the world, right?
Yep.
And it feeds into all of the other Great Lakes around there, which it's a beautiful place to see. You can see all the way down to the bottom in Lake Superior. It's gorgeous, but it's not close.
No, it is not.
It's way up at the top over the upper peninsula.
Yeah, see, but now that's one of the other things about Michigan that I love. See, like you like the beach, I like the woods.
I love the woods
I
too.
like the outside.
I'm just an outdoorsy kind of girl, so I get it.
So the Upper Peninsula is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So
Pictured Rocks.
Oh,
yeah. I took a trip up there. I had went when I was like 12 with my mom and just my brother. Not all of my siblings went, but we had went to Pictured Rocks years and years ago, and it was so beautiful. I fell in love, and then I had told Sean about it. And we'd been together for almost 18 years now and didn't go to Pictured Rocks until the year of my 40th birthday. I finally got him up there and now he's absolutely in love with it too. Like I got there, we had this cute little cute little like tiny home trailer that we stayed in, an Airbnb
nice.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was right on one of the little inland rivers that they have up there. And it was September, because my birthday's in September. I went up north, and normally it's freezing up north by then.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I got my bathing suit on, went to the little creek, and just sat in the lake. And both of my daughters were like, Dad, look at Mom. She's never been so peaceful in her life. And I'm sitting in a creek in September.
Because she's really a mermaid.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am.
But
just
that
a little
brings up
bit.
something else that you just mentioned. You were at an Airbnb.
Oh,
One thing that a lot of people think about when they get a waterfront property is, you know what, I have my boat, or maybe I just want to be able to use it as an investment to Airbnb it on the weekends in the summer months or for festivals and things like that. Make sure that you know what you're getting into, because you have to check with the municipalities and know what's going on.
Each one.
Because some do not allow it. You can't do short-term rentals.
Right.
You know?
It
And if you're in a condo, you may not be able to do rentals at all.
Yeah, it's going to be completely dependent upon the HOA rules and on your lease for it, all of that stuff. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
make sure you know your stuff, and I think that's what the big thing boils down to today is waterfront property is absolutely amazing. Michigan is absolutely amazing. I love Michigan.
Yes.
I've been around out west. I was actually born in Utah.
Were you? I didn't know that
I was
about
born
you.
in Utah, yeah.
Okay.
And I've been here since I was 4, so I'm a Michigan
You're
girl.
a Michigander.
I'm a Michigan girl.
Yep.
And
I like your Michigan girl better. I think I'm going to use that from now on. I like that better.
I'm a Michigan girl. And the United States is absolutely beautiful, but I love coming home to Michigan. I love everything that we have here. The people are awesome.
Yeah.
There's no place like Michigan, the people that are in Michigan and what we have.
Yeah.
But that being said, you need to make sure that you know who you're talking to.
Absolutely.
Make sure
Always.
that you're getting the right information. If you have different things that you want to explore, maybe going out and looking and seeing the different things at different times of year. It is December and we're on a waterfront property, so it's definitely going to be different than when it would be in the summertime. But this would also be a great time for somebody to be like, okay, what is it like in the winter on the waterfront? Because it's different.
Although if you came today, you wouldn't get a chance to see what it's like on the waterfront in the winter because, like I said, I wore a sweatshirt today.
Yeah,
and was
exactly.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, but
so
that's Michigan.
That's
so
Michigan.
Tomorrow we'll be in parkas.
Tomorrow maybe we'll be able to show you some snow and a frozen
it
lake.
snowed this morning by me. There was a little snow.
It did snow by me, but it didn't stick.
No, it didn't
was
stick.
just kind of
My
yucky
chickens
wet
just
right
kind of
now.
looked up and went, eh.
Watch, we're gonna get a big in like January or something.
December 24th, please.
Yes, please. Snow for Christmas. We would all love it.
Yep. So
again, we're coming to you from this big, beautiful red couch.
Let me get you a little.
We gotta get our little love pillow here.
Yes. So we're introducing the big red couch because we are, like I said, there's going to be a test later. You'll be seeing it in other episodes, and hopefully this will become one of our mainstays for our podcast.
Yes. What happens on the red couch stays on the red couch.
That don't make sense.
Not really though. We want it to go
No,
elsewhere.
that doesn't make sense. What happens on the red couch will be on YouTube.
That's better, much better. Let's go.
Yes. What happens on the red couch is real. That's what it is. It is real, and it's going to get out there to all of y'all.
Exactly. So coming at you from the beautiful waterfront in Michigan and the big red couch. And when you have questions, you need to reach out to the right people.
Absolutely.
And get those answers that are real, and make sure you know that you are making decisions based on good information.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again for tuning in to us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, we are R.E.A.L. My name is Charity Morris.
And I am Michelle Thayer,
where our passion is
helping you find your way home.
So why not let love guide you?
Cute little heart here. Right here.
See you guys later.
Bye.